everyone and welcome to March's TBR Assemble. We're heading into March now, so it's time to pick my March TBR, but this month instead of using the board I'm going to be picking my own prompts because March is my birthday month. So let's get into exactly which prompts I picked and then also what books I'm going to be reading for them. I'm going to start with the comic book prompt first, and that is Gwenpool, something that will make my fangirl heart happy, and nothing is going to make me happier than reading Charles Soule's Daredevil run and comparing and contrasting it with Daredevil Born Again, because this run is the direct inspiration for the new run of the TV show and I cannot wait for both of them. I am a massive Daredevil fan and have been since I was a kid. I have been a huge fan of the TV show as well, that was on Netflix several years ago, and Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio in the roles of Daredevil and Kingpin, and I am so excited to have them back, and I am so ridiculously excited as well to finally read this run and then also finally watch this TV show after so many years away. Next up I got Carol Danvers, which is to continue a sci-fi series, so I went for The Ask and the Answer by Patrick Ness. This is the sequel to The Knife of Never Letting Go, which is part of the Chaos Walking series, of which I'm doing a read-along for right now. So really excited to finally be continuing on with this series because I am desperate to know what happens next to Todd and Viola, because that last book left it on a massive cliffhanger and I need to know what's going to happen next. So very excited to finally be reading this. And then everything else is actually pre-orders that I've had to then fit into these prompts. So the first prompt I also picked up was Sylvie, a female-led retelling. So I'm going for Oathbound by Tracy Dion, which is the next one in the Legendborn cycle, and I am so excited about this book. I will say it's topping out at 656 pages, so I'm a little bit intimidated by it, but I am still so excited to be back in this world again. It's been too long since the last book came out and I am so excited to see where it's going to go next. Next I picked Rhodey, which is to continue a fantasy series, and there was no other option for this apart from the latest one in the Skullduggery Pleasant universe, because of course I am dropping everything to read this the second it drops through my door, and I am so excited because obviously it's the latest one in the Skullduggery Pleasant series. And then the last prompt I could fit into any of these pre-orders was Druig, which is to read a Dark Own Voices book, so I've gone for His Last Demise. This is by Vanessa Lee and it's the sequel and the final book in the Last Bloodcarver duology. I loved the first book so much. Last year when I read it again, it was a cliffhanger ending and I've been so excited to see where this is going to go and what's going to happen next, so cannot wait for this one to arrive. And then the final book I have on this list that I couldn't really fit into any kind of prompt is Sunrise at the Reaping by Suzanne Collins, which is obviously the latest prequel in the Hunger Games world, focusing on Haymitch's games. And while I am really excited for this book, I won't lie, I'm a little bit scared because I know it's going to absolutely break my heart, because of course it is. It's all about Haymitch. It's a Hunger Games book. They always break my heart, so very excited about this, but very scared at the same time because I know it's going to absolutely break me. And that is everything I have for my March TBR. I would be showing you the stack, but it's literally just the Ask and the Answer right now because everything else is on pre-order, but it works out at about 2,000 pages I think in total, which works out with the available days I have about 143 pages a day to finish, which feels reasonably doable until you remember I'm also trying to write this book this month and also celebrate my birthday, so who knows if that's going to happen, to be honest. Essentially just wish me luck because there's a lot going on and a lot of pages to read and a lot of pages to write, so we'll see what happens, but either way I'm going to attempt to read as much as physically possible. And that is where I'm going to leave my March TBR, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up, comment down below, tell me if you're reading any of these books in March, I'd love to know, or if you don't have that much time, leave me a birthday cake emoji down below to let me know that you were here. I'll also leave a link as well down below to all of my social media if you want to check it out, including to the comic book sanctum, which is going to be filled with all things Daredevil over the coming weeks, so if you want to find out more about him, the website is going to be absolutely filled to the brim with all things Daredevil. And I'll also leave a link as well down below to my Notion template website if you want to organise your life via Notion this year. Or if you just want to see any more of my videos, please click subscribe here, and over here will be the link to my previous video. Until next time everyone, bye!